Present.
So let's get started then. The next meeting is, June 23rd. Does anybody know that they can't be here then?
I can't do it. Now we got the nieces coming in. I might get here, but
Okay,
most likely no problem for me.
all right, the meeting will be in person here. You want to switch the day?
No, I think it's
Okay,
fine.
I think we're okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I also sent out the, committee minutes from the last session. Did everybody get a chance to look at it?
I did.
You did? I did? Okay,
I'm looking now.
all right.
Sorry.
When you finish looking, Kevin, we can have a vote.
it's all you can do.
Yes,
We're
Did
full.
you look at
Yes, I
it?
did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so we're full.
Yeah, we
Every
have
Sunday.
vote. How's that? Okay,
All good. I got mine.
okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So we'll post those to the town website.
okay, we also wanted to say, before the meeting starts, that there have been, some rather unfortunate communications about Complete Streets and Howard in particular. So if you hear anything about that, just know that it's being handled. We're not going to discuss it right now, but it is being addressed. Okay,
It's unfortunate.
yeah, it's really terrible, but such is life in the public domain here. Okay, Howard, you want to talk about signage? The status of it?
Of the parking lot sign?
Yeah,
We actually need an update. Everything is approved.
everything is approved.
Everything is approved, so we're waiting for the town to issue the PO. The resolution was passed, the invoice was updated from Town and Signs, everything was given to the town, so we're just waiting for that PO to be passed, hopefully
Okay,
sooner than later, and then we can get those new parking lot signs.
great.
PO's purchase order.
Purchase order.
Yeah.
So
So those are new parking lot
Howard,
signs
he knows them.
that are uniform, identifiable, so we can direct all our visitors, particularly to the parking lots. So we've put arrows directing them to the mandatory parking lot, the municipal parking lot, and Commode. We did
The hope is that people will be wandering around looking for.
all
parking
you see all the
spaces
U-turns
time.
people do, probably in front of the store, in and out of that driveway next to so we're trying to have signage that help people find their lots. The only one we didn't direct them to was a Tannery Brook lot. And that's because it's always full and people
And
going
it's
in there.
unclear which part of the lot is municipal and which part is owned by house. So it would be unfortunate.
Cars going in there may not come back out of Tannery Brook and it's a hard road to get out of, so we left that one alone. But the other lots should help really bring people to park and have a full day shopping and eating and enjoying town without worrying about the cars. And looking for that last spot on 212. Or street side parking in the neighborhoods.
And one of the things that we're hoping to happen too is that the lower Pomo lot will get paved and marked so that the number of parking spaces will be greater. And it looks like it is right now, because there's a lot more space that needs to get moved around in there. And also that there will be accessible handicap parking designated in the lower common lot, so that.
When is that happening?
These sides?
No, the lower commode lot.
Oh.
Okay.
That's another time.
Okay.
On the lot.
That's another project.
Oh,
Kevin?
Is there a reason that the Rock City Road parking lot is not on Google Maps?
the Rock City Road, you mean the one that costs $10?
Mountain View, well, sometimes, most of the time it's free. Yeah,
That's why,
But that lot.
that's why.
That's the lot.
Because basically I was doing the Mountain View lot,
Mhm.
Lower Commode and Upper Commode. Those are the three that I was told.
Super.
Because the other one, I misunderstood, I thought that one always, they charge money for.
Oh,
So it's not free public parking. I was doing free public parking.
So we should add the.
Yeah, it's not,
Yeah, also look good on
it's not showing up, and
Yeah,
we have signage directing people to it, correct?
so we better have it show
that.
up.
Okay, I'll put it on there.
Awesome, thank you so
We
much.
just add the lots to
What's the
Google
actual
Maps.
name of it?
Does it have a formal name? Rock City,
I think it's a municipal lot.
municipal lot, Rock City.
Sometimes it's called the colony lot.
So the signage, Ava, is, it's not going on Rock City Road, that it's $10 anymore, like it is now. It will just be on the booth. $10 if
If
the
it's
tenant is
entertainment.
present.
So what time, like
It's
what?
the holiday weekends,
Because
summer
one of the
weekends,
things on Google Maps is I have to write the hours.
so we can pretty much give you the hours. Yeah.
Well, you guys give me the hours.
And then it might get updated because the town is working on perhaps different ideas. There may be a barrier and a way to pay credit card, down the road, rather than a tenant. But we'll see. Hi.
Hello. This is also the, people.
That's a different committee. That's a different committee. Hi, guys.
Hi, Scott.
Okay, so we'll work on that, and I'll send you the times.
Okay. We don't have any updates on the bike share program, but we will be talking to the library to see whether or not they want to participate. And you said Lizzie Van is very supportive of it. And did you say that it would be okay to use the parking for the former library
Yeah,
site
yeah, so
as part of the bike share program?
this is the library one from the information from Rosendale.
Yeah,
And we're just seeking feedback. We haven't done anything formal on it.
and I'm not sure, what the outreach to me was, whether Woodstock was interested in if a county kind of library bike share program were started. So I don't think there has been one that's actually been formally announced.
We just want to say the relationship.
Okay, so I should send, I should
Yes, we
send that.
definitely
to-
will.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We're interested.
And Lizzie, who has parking spaces, the bikes in town, is interested in
I
supporting
mean,
it.
Lizzie has
So,
Bearsville, which is
yeah.
past the library.
Yeah.
Plus in town, so we can,
So we have some cooperation from
yes.
property
Yeah.
owners and business owners.
Awesome.
Okay, the Tanner Brook Bridge is still under construction. Unfortunately, they did not let us know before they, started the construction. And I talked to, Heather at the highway department. The highway department was only notified 2 weeks before they began. Okay, it was on the list of projects to happen, but no date, no. So they had no real heads up on it either.
I'm sorry, this is No Hill, the sidewalk,
No,
No, this is the Tanner Brook, yeah.
the town officials did not.
Highway department was told 2 weeks before construction started. Okay, that's what I was told. Okay, which is ridiculous. Okay.
When you say highway department, you mean
what's,
with-
Woodstock
Woodstock
Highway
Highway
Department.
Department. The town highway department.
our issue with the bridge is that it's not ADA compliant. It's a replacement of the existing
Okay.
bridge with 2 lanes of traffic, but no pedestrian accommodation.
And we
And if we-
contacted them to try to see whether or not they could amend the design and amend the construction. And it's absolutely not. It's way too late.
And we've been petitioning for Tanner Brook Road in particular to be made safer,
that's also a state road?
county.
County.
Okay.
So we have to continue to work on Tannery Brook as well as the Tannery Brook Bridge.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about that? This may not be the best time, but I've seen bridges where they have lights where you go in one direction and then the light happens and then you go in the other direction. Would that leave room for wheelchairs and scooters and things like that if we could do that?
One of the things that we're looking at, I mean, it's a little bit later, is, a bike pedestrian path through the town and how things work and what the
That's right.
circulation is. So one of the possibilities is having some of the streets in town be one way, so that they would then accommodate, sidewalks and, bike paths or whatever. But Tannery Brook is one of the major candidates for that. So even though they didn't let us know about what was going on with the bridge, and they didn't let the highway department know so that they could let us know. It's not a dead item. It's a possibility that if we had things, a different kind of circulation that included one-way streets, Tannery Brook might be one of them. You go to Pine Grove and then come back down to 212. So, we just don't know. I mean, that's something that has to be decided by highway engineers and looked at by people who know, what all the considerations are, which we do not, but we have ideas. One of them is that people should be able to get around, without being hit by a car. So that's in process, and the grant that we have, could help that happen. Want to do the county road speed limit? Howard?
Yeah, so, county road speed limit, the people from Glasgow Turnpike and from the people living along Xena Road between 28 and the John Joyce Hill intersection have been very vocal about speeding on their roads, in particular, being 45 miles an hour. And on Glasgow, we agree with the residents who live east of Rock City Road that there's no reason that road should be a higher speed limit than the section to the west of Rock City Road, which was reduced to 35?
Yes.
I think 35. So we're going to be proposing, we're going to try and get on the town board meeting agenda to present a resolution for county roads in Woodstock to have a 30-mile-an-hour maximum speed limit. So Hale Mountain Road already has it. Rock City Road is 30 miles an hour. That one should even be slower, particularly past the youth and community center. But we don't have any way to have 25 miles an hour yet on county or town roads. So we are going to be proposing for county roads as a block to be a slow speed limit.
Our major emphasis is to reduce the speed limit entirely in the town. It's way too fast.
Too fast.
So we want to slow things down in general, and we want people to know when they come into Woodstock to slow down, you know?
We believe DOT is going to support the resolution for 212 to be reduced to 25 miles an hour. So that would be a real
That's
win.
between
25 miles
where
per hour
and where?
is
We don't know yet. So we requested it between Chestnut Hill Road and
Schoonmaker.
Schoonmaker.
And then after that, it would be 35 out to Bearsville,
From Schoonmaker to Bearsville.
just to make.
So now, we don't know if DOT, we've heard back that DOT is agreeing to 25 for the road project from Tinker Street, from Village Green to Schoonmaker, but we don't know if that then includes Mill Hill Road out to Chestnut Hill Road. I hope it does, but we have to wait and see, and when we hear, then we can certainly ask for them as well, because we really think cars should be coming through town slow.
And one of the things that is part of the, when you get a chance to look at this, the design that Complete Streets, design, traffic engineer, Lindsay Zepke has created, is there will be a, at Schoonmaker Lane, I think, there will be a platform.
Crosswalk.
A crosswalk platform that will slow people down, grade. So coming into town, you will know exactly when you're supposed to slow down even more.
So right now, drivers typically aren't slowing down until they get well into the village, possibly as far as Library Lane, the station bar, that area. It'll be very clear when you hit a raised crosswalk at Schoolmaker Lane or the post office,
Right.
that you're coming into a busy section of town, and you need to be paying attention
Yeah.
to slowing down. So we hope that crosswalk, and then in tandem, we have the crosswalks planned for Village Green to also be raised. So all three are raised, Rock City Road, Milker Road, and Tinker Street. So it's one platform to go over. To
So
some-
where are those plans? They're on there too?
You can come look.
Right here.
We'll invite you up in the weekend, we're gonna share
Yeah.
these, and
Okay, just,
we'll go through the plans. They're online too, they're on the town, I think they're on the town
I
website.
think they are.
I keep,
Did we
well,
post
I
this
didn't
yet?
actually, I don't think I did post it yet, so
Oh,
I
so we do wanna post the plan,
right.
and this map is gonna be, probably hung at the library.
People can come and look at it.
They have a space in the fiction room, they just told us today, we just got this last week. So this map is gonna be hung, and this map represents what Woodstock has requested from DOT for the Tinker Street project, Village Green to Post Office. And then, we're now waiting to hear what DOT comes back with. When they match this to their original plans, then we'll see what the final plan will look like. Everything fits within the same footprint, but there's details in here like, there's tree pits included, bump outs, extra crosswalks that we don't have currently.
Parking being switched
To the north side,
to the north side at a certain point, so that the parking will be in front of the Tinker Street Cinema rather than across the street from it. At that point, and what that does, it not only moves the parking to a more useful side of the street, it also has what's called a chicane effect, and it curves the road so that the road will not be a straightaway for people to go barreling down at whatever speed they want.
What's the timeline for getting it to the library?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
I'm gonna run it over there tomorrow.
okay,
Yeah, because we just asked Ivy over the weekend, and she said there's a space, I don't know for how long, but for as long as they can house it, we'll let people know it's there, they can stop by and look at this map. And if anyone wants a digital copy, we just have to add, if you guys want digital, we can send it forward.
Yeah, could you send me?
Yeah, we can send it, sure. You know, do you want it digital? Yeah. You like one? Yeah. You don't have, you should have.
I
Yeah,
asked me
okay.
that.
Just checking if no one else is coming to the meeting. It's just us. Okay,
Okay.
Yep.
On behalf of the Tinker Street project, we have also created a petition that the members of the Complete Streets committee are distributing to other people in order to get their signatures. Would you like to read it out?
the petition is separated, so residents can sign one page and visitors can sign a separate page.
We want to
So out
make
of
it
town
clear that the residents, who are residents, are really supporting it.
I'll explain. So, we just started this a few days ago, as you can see, we've already got 40 out of 50 signatures here, half of which are from town. You want to read the petition?
Sure.
Yeah, so the petition reads, the 2018 Woodstock Comprehensive Plan, adopted with broad public input, calls for a dedicated, fully separated shared use path along the New York State to Route 212. As a legally adopted planning document, the comprehensive plan is intended to guide and inform future decisions made by the town government. Under New York State Highway Law 331, the New York State DOT Complete Streets Act requires state and federally funded transportation projects to consider the safety, access, and mobility of all users, not just drivers, including pedestrians, bicyclists, cyclists, children, transit riders, and people with disabilities. The law prioritizes safe, equitable access for people of all ages and abilities, recognizing that not everyone drives or wants to rely on a car for transportation. The Woodstock Complete Streets Committee fully supports the unanimous town board resolution 6/1/2026 and the town's TAP grant application to fund an ADA compliant shared use path along Route 212 from Schoonmaker Lane to Bearsville. This project would improve safety, create equitable non-motorized access between Woodstock and Bearsville, connect residents to the relocated library and local businesses, support workers and families who rely on walking or biking, and help reduce traffic and carbon emissions along the state road. We, the undersigned residents and supporters of Woodstock, endorse resolution 6/1206 and support funding the Route 212 shared use path. And there are links here if people want to look at some of that information that we gave. So we're collecting
Should we
signatures.
wait until the end? We're gonna take note of it, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about the petition?
I think not,
Yeah, yeah,
but anybody who wants to sign it, please,
so welcome to sign.
welcome to join us. Okay, we'll give you a chance at the end of this meeting to take a look at the plans as they exist, but we'll move on right now. So we just want to talk about a couple of things. Now, the grant status, the TAP grant, which is a transit alternative, transportation alternative plan, is in process. And the grant will fund exactly what we talked about in the petition. It will fund the shared use path between Shoemaker Lane and Pearsville. That grant may come through as early as July, and it may not come through until December. So we don't know what the status of that is. Once we know the status of that, then we can start making sure that the path as it is designed and as it's going to be implemented suits the needs of the town. But until we know that, we don't know. It will be a lot of wasted work if we try to fix whatever the design is, but we will do that. Okay.
So Lindsay is acting the same engineer we used from village to post office would be responsible to help us design post to post.
Okay, the other grant that we're working on, another grant is the WUMU grant, which is, as some of you may know, a grant to get a feasibility study for a trail, a shared path between the village green and the Ashokan Rail Trail, making certain that it also connects the Hannaford Plaza in West Philly. We got this grant in conjunction with the town of Hurley. So this is a joint municipality grant. And we're working with them we have already raised, the grant requires matching funds, and we've already raised those matching funds. So there will be no cost to the town and no cost to the town of Woodstock and no cost to the town of Hurley to do this feasibility study.
That's a 1/375.
Well,
We wish.
we don't know. 375 is kind of dangerous, so it might have to go, and we have no idea. That's another reason why we need experts who are gonna come and look at what it is and what's possible and how we can make it happen.
I think we're trying to be careful not to prejudge what might be possible.
Just saying, connect the two things and then let them figure it
Yeah,
Yeah,
and connect the two things and make sure to go through and because we want to make sure that this is also not just a pass-through of the town of Hurley, but connects people for shopping.
so people can use sections. You don't have to start at Village Green and end at the Ashokan Rail Trail. Might go Chestnut Hill, Bridge Street, Tanglewood. We just don't know. And then people in that whole neighborhood could have safe access to go to Hannaford's or the liquor store or the spa, as opposed to
out. Glow.
Glow, yeah,
And it will also be a way to connect the Ashokan Rail Trail that has a lot of tourists on it to the town of Woodstock. So it can be an economic boom for
Yeah.
Woodstock, bringing a whole new population of,
and West Philly folks
And
coming,
West Philly.
coming this way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
so we went out on the RFP.
Could I say one?
Oh, sure.
Right now, there's no good way for residents of either Woodstock or West Hurley, Glenford to access the Shokan Rail Trail safely, either on foot or on bicycle. And that would be one of the goals is for locals to realize better connectivity to the Shokan Rail Trail, because locals, the percentage of visits to the Ashokan by residents in the nearby hamlets and nearby communities is very, very high. But the more locals use it more than tourists. We have big numbers and we have a lot of tourists, which is fantastic, but we have even more locals.
so we're really pushing the trail connectivity as much as we can. Support it happen and make it happen.
So the bid went out to 3 firms to bid on the trail, wanting to build, find and identify a trail. We heard back from one company and the other 2 companies don't look like they're responding.
Money,
So both superintendents of Hurley and Woodstock, supervisors, excuse me, both supervisors have confirmed just today that they're good to go with the one bid which came from Lindsay.
Lindsay's up there, who is already familiar with the neighborhood and what's going on and all the connectivity. And is also a complete street star. She helped design the Empire State Trail. So,
And just to verify, this money that we matched from the Hudson Valley Greenway Fund did not come from the committee here billing the Greenway Fund hours up to the value of something like $8,000.
that was another,
We billed 5
Misrepresentation.
hours each, the 2 of us, and Jay Decker on the committee billed 10 hours. So it was $600-700 as a participation. They want to see that we are working on meetings, soliciting donations, and things like that. So we were responsible to put this out. We probably put in a lot more hours,
we
but
probably put in about 50 hours.
so we put in several $100s, but certainly the money, the matching funds came from donations from businesses and from the community, to the majority. So, just in case you read anything to the contrary, we have the record of anyone who needs to see it, of how many hours we put in for. It's all on a Google Doc. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and the last grant that we have gotten, we have yet to proceed on implementation. And that's what we were talking about in the bike pedestrian master plan. And what that will involve is another traffic engineer taking a look at all of the needs of the town, where there's heavy traffic, where there's heavy pedestrian use, where bike paths exist, where they don't exist, where people would benefit from having sidewalks and or bike paths. Or they will look at also the flow of traffic to see whether or not there are changes that can be made in the traffic flow that could in fact improve pedestrian and bike safety. So that's what we were talking about when we were talking about that Tannery Brook Road can be reconsidered and maybe reconceptualized in how it's functioning now or not functioning now. I live right off Tannery Brook Road and I get terrified in the summertime because it is full of teenagers coming from the Sudanese who are prime targets for cars zipping around the road. And it's scary, so I would like to see something done about that.
If Tannery Brook Road was one way, there would be room for an ADA compliant sidewalk.
Yeah.
If Tannery Brook Road is two-way, especially at the top between the Tannery Brook parking lot and 212, there's no room for, right now it's about 2 feet wide and it's impossible to navigate, particularly with a wheelchair and something like that. Same thing with Pine Grove Road. But whereas we think a sidewalk exists on Tannery Brook Road, a few residents on Pine Grove have said they don't want it because they like the rural nature of not having sidewalks. But a one-way road would still give more space
It's killed
for stripe, for something,
Yeah,
for people, and it might just, so we'll see. You know, we're not close to the idea, but we're not engineers like I said, so something to look at.
okay. The next thing we want to talk about is the social media
Oh,
activity.
sorry, there's one more thing on that.
Okay,
I think we need to put, our focus on this,
yeah,
grant. So we kind of need a subcommittee, and not everybody's here today,
right,
so we need some people to step up with us and kind of, there's a lot that we have to do to support having this grant. It's a lot of money, $45,000 the state's giving us.
Yeah.
So we need a subcommittee, so we need to just see who.
so people can think about who will be able to do that.
Yeah, so Jay will be, I know from Jay, he'll be able to help us get started, but he's got limited time, resources.
He's in the middle of
Long
starting a
term.
new business.
He's got 2 businesses that he's working on. So we can only actually help us get up and running because he's very good at this, but then we'll need a subcommittee.
Yeah.
So we can put that out to
Okay,
all 8 of us and see who can do it. And if you'd like to be involved, that would be great too, to have capacity. You know?
Well,
Let us tell you what we've got, then you'll see. You're welcome.
Okay,
Always
thank you,
welcome.
thank you so much.
Yeah. So we need that.
okay. Social media,
Social media. To go back to Google Maps just for a second, so we have 4 parking lots in Woodstock, but I've updated 3 of the parking lots with new pictures, new like time when they're open and well, they're open all the time. And with the reviews to indicate like, oh, we love it, it's close to town and things like that. So basically, if you're in Woodstock or if you have friends visiting, they can just type in parking near me. And they should get at least those 3, and then when I update the 4th one, that should.
Perfect. How about if you're driving, can you ask Siri, parking near me?
Parking in Woodstock, well, if you're far away, it's.
No, but if you're in Woodstock.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. I
Okay,
mean, I have an
great.
Android, so it works with parking near me
Okay, great,
in Google Maps. But Siri probably too.
okay, I'll try,
You try.
yeah.
so we're
So,
doing our best to keep people from driving all around.
yeah, the goal is to get more people to use the Lower Como and Upper Como lots because they have space.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and people
Yeah.
can walk down, it's not so odious. Okay, social media. So basically, we have 337 followers on Facebook, which is 20% up from when I started. We have an
That's great.
Instagram page now, which doesn't have many followers, but that's okay. We have this past 28 days, we have 14,231 views of our posts,
Wow,
which is up 78% from the previous month. We had, in the last 28 days, 3,873 engagement, which means somebody either liked it or looked at it or something, right? And that's up 408%. And a lot of that is because I started posting every single thing to the Woodstock Bulletin Board and to the Woodstock, New York community. The Woodstock Bulletin Board has 11,000 members and the Woodstock, New York community has 7,300 members. So that's a lot of people. I've been replying aggressively to comments because we get so much misinformation and so many comments, even today, an hour before this meeting. I'm like, why don't we fix the potholes between the Village Green and the post office? Everyone wants that done, but if we're saying that it's gonna get done, but still there's
Initially,
people,
we were back to that.
Right.
Yeah.
right,
It's really nice of DOT to come out.
Tax amount.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
But it is part of the plan.
It
for
is,
the
well, it will be
31
done next
plan.
year. I wonder if we can get it.
It's just the fact that I
We'll
think
see whether or
knowing
not
that
we
it's
can
gonna be
all
done.
have to do.
And
That's
yes,
it,
well, it would be Dave Carter, was it?
So on the
No,
rendering,
that's DPW.
No,
Oh,
he's
Dave Carter,
DOT.
yeah, he's yours.
He's the acting engineer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
what was that?
The acting engineer for DOT region is David Corrigan. Howard's going to reach out.
How is that going?
For potholes?
Yeah,
Okay, that's great. So one of our most responded to posts was the rendering from that Lindsay gave us of the shared path. That post, we had 157 comments, 31 likes, and lots of misinformation. But just every time we have somebody saying something positive, we have tons of likes, but we don't have a lot of people saying as many positive things because they're all just liking somebody else's positive comment.
yeah,
Whereas when people write something negative, they're like, right, negative thing, and somebody else says, yeah, I agree with negative thing. So we end up, I think it's a little bit skewed, the negative versus positive. But it's about one third questions, 1/3 positive, 1/3 negative.
Hmm.
That's kind of the ratio. And I try to answer all the questions without being just like completely on call.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
I wanna say this, before we even started doing our social media stuff, we had very little presence on it. You know, responding when necessary to certain comments, but now we're actually have a social media, way to communicate.
And beautifully done, thank you for the update, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal, and thank
But
you.
there are still plenty of comments I don't see. Right, because somebody has shared to somebody else's page and then people are commenting on it, and so they're just down in the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and so I just don't wanna say that I can respond to every comment, I respond to the ones that I see. The most common misconception that I find in the comments is people conflate the two projects.
Yes,
They think that this project is gonna have a shared path, and they think the shared path is gonna have a sidewalk. They think the sidewalk is gonna have a shared path in addition to the sidewalk,
yeah.
and they think the potholes are never gonna get fixed because we're gonna make a shared path.
Mhm.
So
That's the top four.
that's over, and I have like a copy and paste. That's how many times I do it. It's just crazy how, and I think that that's partially because of other committees who are constantly focusing on the shared path part instead of the part that's actually gonna get done sooner. And so that makes everyone have that in the front of their mind instead of this that's actually happening. Let's see, Grace and Howard and I collaborated on a timeline that this project went through to get here, and that got a lot of positive feedback, and I got a chance to comment to people and clear up some things. I'm gonna do a good news only series where I just write the good things that are gonna be happening from this, and the first thing is gonna be that the potholes are gonna get fixed.
Well, you gotta find out first, right?
But they are, no matter what.
Well,
when
they
this
will
Oh, they're
have
happens,
to-
next year,
they're
next year. Oh, they're gonna fix next year for sure.
the road entirely will be fixed, and the sidewalks will be fixed, and the bridges will be fixed.
Yes,
So those are good news only, 100%. And that's it.
amazing.
Okay.
To hear the numbers.
Astonishing stuff.
Yeah, really amazing, thank you.
And just so you know,
Yes.
I put in a different search name on Google Maps. I put in municipal parking in Woodstock, New York.
Right, and you're gonna get that
And
one.
Rock City Road popped up.
But I know that, and this bothers me.
But
I feel like
but
there's some,
you did not.
I know you have to write parking you mean.
So it's,
Because municipal parking is not in the titles of those lots. It's public parking lot. If I said municipal public parking
Okay.
lots, maybe it would come up.
They
Maybe.
intended that.
so Lower Como parking lot is there.
Yeah.
But it's not, anyway.
We'll
It's a
try
Google Maps thing. Yeah, no, I didn't.
And did it work?
Rock City Road did not come.
No, Rock City Road won't come, because I haven't done it yet, because it wasn't on my radar
I
today.
got it.
I thought that I was only supposed to do those things, because I totally wondered.
So, we usually also have Kevin tell us any county connects
Yes.
updates.
Sorry, go ahead.
Kevin is gonna give us the county updates.
County update is, and this might ultimately pertain to connectivity between the communities of Woodstock, West Curly, Glenford, Xena, and the Ashokan Rail Trail. A couple of months ago, the legislature approved the replacement of the Basin Road trestle. It's the bridge over Basin Road, right, kind of catty corner from Stewart's, on the other side of the Xena Road stoplight intersection. And New York City DEP has offered to replace that bridge. They need to remove it because it's too low for all the trucks. They have a $1 billion Century program to rebuild all the earthen dikes
On the
and
reservoir.
the dividing wall, which is going to get replaced. A new transportation bridge over the middle of the reservoir is going to be built. They're moving to that project as soon as they finish what they're completing up in Boyceville right now with that project that's taken 2-3 years. The model that we saw in Boyceville, where there's now a side path with a signalized crosswalk at Ontiora, there's a RRFB, rapid rectangular flashing beacon with a push button that track teams, cross-country teams, any teachers, kids can use to cross Route 28. It's the first signalized crosswalk on Route 28 between the traffic circle and the county line in High Mount. It's a very big deal. Took a lot of work to get that by a lot of people. But now there is a seamless connection separated from the Route 28 roadway on a side path on the, I'll call it the south side of the road, down to the intersection at Route 28A. It goes across the new bridge. It's not open yet, but there is a 10-foot wide separated, protected pedestrian bicycle path on the new bridge. You can see it if you go over the bridge in your car, you'll see it's right there. And then that loops down and does a clover leaf underneath the railroad overpass, and it will go right onto the Ashokan Rail Trail. So what I would like the town of Woodstock to advocate for with New York City DEP and Ulster County is, as they're designing this replacement pedestrian bicycle bridge at Basin Road, to do a miniature version of that. It seems that DEP is going to be working with state DOT to redesign the stoplight intersection at Xena Road, Basin Road, Route 28. Since they are doing that, it would be a great opportunity to make that stoplight safe for people on bicycles, especially, possibly people on foot as well. That's more complicated in this case because there's no sidewalks on the other side of it. And make a safe way for people to actually access the Ashokan Rail Trail right now, right at Basin Road, where the new pedestrian bicycle bridge will be. Right now, people have to go up, what is it, half mile up, quarter mile, it's a half mile up Route 28. And you either, if you're on a bicycle, you either have to cross at the light and go off the wrong side of the shoulder against traffic on Route 28, or head west on 28 on the correct side of the road and then cross 4 lanes of traffic to get to the Woodstock Pike entrance to the rail trail. So it's not a great situation, and this could be an opportunity to really improve that. The other thing that's going on right now, yes, please.
The RFSB, that intersection is in the town of Woodstock, right? Is it
RRFB.
No, that whole intersection, Basin Road intersection, isn't that the town of
That's not an
Woodstock?
RRFB.
No,
As a regular life.
but for that intersection, did you say you want something from?
It is in the town of Woodstock.
But is there something you were saying that you want us to put in a request?
Yeah, I don't think we have the request
Yeah.
quite, but I think we could work offline to develop something that we can bring forward to the town board and forward to the county.
Yeah, because it was the request, who has to request it.
Yes.
Yes,
So, great, so
Yes.
we'll wait for your lead on that.
cool.
Okay, great.
The other thing that's happening is there is a study that's close to completion of the next section of the Ulster Delaware Rail Corridor, 1.7 miles between Basin Road and Route 28A, back behind Hickory Smokehouse. The engineering study looking at 3 alternatives: rail only, trail only, or side-by-side rail with trail. Is expected to be completed in June and presented to the legislature, at which point the legislature may be making a determination on a future, on what the policy is going to be relative to that section of the corridor. It was the only section in 2015 that the legislature left undesignated because it's a very, very constrained, tough section, steep, narrow rock cuts, nearly a half mile that's up on high fill, that's anywhere from 30 to 50, 60 feet high with protected wetlands on both sides. Trail advocates are advocating for that to be designated trail. We believe it's going to be exorbitantly expensive to try to do rail with trail. It's a single track corridor. We're hoping to have support from local communities and residents for that when we get the results of this study. We fully anticipate that the engineering firm is going to confirm what my organization has been saying all along, and trail advocates have been saying, that it may be technically doable, but it will be extravagantly expensive with major environmental impacts to try to do both. So that's the update.
And not to mention crazy.
Well-
It'd be crazy, because I walked it, yeah. Now, I don't think Woodstock has yet gone on record with the answer, so you'll be coming to the town board to ask for a
Well, we
statement.
have a resolution from the town board
Right.
requesting that the county prioritize trail connectivity.
Okay, perfect, so you've already, okay,
Yes.
I had forgotten what exactly we
Yeah.
said.
That was, I think the town board passed that in April of 2024. So, thank you. That's
Okay, it's public
Okay,
record
I
time.
have a quick
Oh,
update.
wow.
I've been
Yes.
distracted over here. I will
Right.
tell you that that map, it's just a link to the map, is now
Yes.
on the Complete Streets page of the website.
Awesome.
I was doing that while you were,
Thank you.
anyway, so I wanna get that up right away. And I was not able to download the PDF and load the PDF, but it's a link. So what it was is a link, and I couldn't see a way to do a save of it, so I have the link to that,
Awesome.
on there. And then I heard you approve the minutes, and so the minutes from last month are up there too, so.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, public hearing, public. Anybody want to say anything or, yes,
The petitions,
yes,
where are they?
Yeah,
Just here?
no, we all have copies.
You're not gonna, you're just gonna carry it?
We're not doing an online petition. We're doing a handwritten
When
petition.
these petitions go out?
It's just us getting out there with the
So you're
petition.
gonna walk through Woodstock,
Will be a place.
the entire Woodstock to get those petitions. You're not
We're
gonna
gonna go to
publish it
many-
any, you're not gonna publish it anyplace
No, because
else.
it's not an online petition. It's similar to like when they did the music one for live music in Woodstock.
Yeah.
So we'll be going to the farmers market, hopefully outside.
You're gonna publish that
Yes,
this petition around, that people can sign?
Well, you have to sign it in person, that's the only
I
way
know,
to
but
sign it.
we publish
can-
that
yeah, we
they
can-
can be taken down.
we can post it on social media.
You should.
Yeah, thank
What
you.
does the
It
petition
can't be,
say?
it can't be a
We
secret.
read it out, we can read it,
Open.
I read it out earlier.
I will, yes.
I'd be happy for you to read it, yeah. Yeah.
We,
It's long to
we
do.
want to try to do as personally as possible, because we want to be able to explain to people what it is that we're talking about, and
So
respond to any of their questions.
we have visitors.
But we separate the
We're
petition
gonna
as,
separate that.
the
Yes, absolutely.
petition is visitors and residents.
Okay, but I think the residents deserve to be heard.
No, you're right.
Absolutely.
That's what we
And
want.
it would take knocking on everybody's door for you to get a complete idea of how they feel. That's all of Woodstock, not just the farmers market.
Well, we have to get out.
We have a limited number of people, but we're trying to do.
There's like